has been a quite positive week when it comes to foreign policy and Europe. We have achieved an historical agreement with Iran on its nuclear program that opens also the way for a different framework in the region and hopefully also for the international relations. And we have had a first new start in Libya that we hope can consolidate and bring to positive results for the Libyan people in the future. We will discuss, obviously, these two issues, the agreement with Iran, the beginning of its implementation. Today we expect the Security Council of the United Nations to endorse the agreement, and we will do the same here in the Council today with the ministers. And with Libya, we will have a debriefing from Bernardino Leon today and discuss furthermore the European Union support to a national unity government in the hope that this could come soon and that in particular the side of Tripoli could join the agreement soon. This week tells us that diplomacy in the long run can deliver. And this is the approach that we will discuss with the ministers when it comes to the Middle East peace process. A difficult process, seems an endless process, but we have learned this week that diplomacy and perseverance can pay, and we will adopt the same kind of approach when it comes to the Middle East peace process, working on improvements on the ground, especially in Gaza and the West Bank and Jerusalem, and creating the conditions for a restart of the talks. These are the main issues we will discuss today, but today we will have also a special guest. Prime Minister of Tunisia and the Foreign Minister of Tunisia are joining us today for sharing common work on the support to the country when it comes to security, counter-terrorism, when it comes to economy. It's key that the European Union as such is able, and we will have proposals today in this sense, to support the Tunisian economy, especially in these times where one of its main sectors, tourism, is very severely affected. This is the agenda for today. It's a very full agenda, very important agenda, a very political one, and I'll meet you afterwards.
Just one question concerning Iran. How could Iran deal help to or contribute to the stability in the region? Can we expect Iran deal will result in a regional deal concerning these proxy wars between Saudi Arabia and Israel?
You know, the Iranian deal is first of all a non-proliferation agreement, and we have to keep that in mind. The starting point, the security of the region, the security of the neighbors, all of the neighbors, making sure that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, is first of all a security issue for the region and for the entire world. It's also, as I said, the demonstration that multilateralism and diplomacy work, and we desperately need this kind of signs in these times of crisis and wars. But it is also a possibility for rebuilding trust between Iran and its neighbors, between Iran and the international community. It's not an agreement based on trust, as President Obama mentioned, but it is an agreement that can lead to trust. And this is a work that needs to be done. And the European Union, we will start discussing today, the European Union is ready to play its role to help, to facilitate this rebuilding of trust in the region, and hopefully also with positive consequences in the major issues, crises that are open in the region, starting from Syria and Yemen.
This is deal. You will change this strategy about Syria, I mean, about after this is deal?
We will start discussing this.
About Georgia is named border, it's not replaced once again.
It's not on the agenda of the Foreign Affairs Council.
Discuss sanctions in Libya on those who are not helping the process of forming a national unity government.
We're discussing that, and we will have a discussion with the ministers and Bernardino Leon today. Yes.
High Representative, you were talking about Libya and Tunisia and helping in the threat of terrorism in practical ways. Which help you can give to fight against this threat, especially that it's closely to European countries?
It's a top priority for us. Our counterterrorism coordinator was in Tunisia discussing these issues just a couple of days ago. I have myself written to the Prime Minister of Tunisia a letter still in May with some concrete proposals. Obviously, for us, what is key is not only what we can offer, but what the Tunisian authorities and the Tunisian people would like or are ready to do together with us. That's exactly the purpose of the meeting we'll have with the Prime Minister today, to discuss together, in full partnership, with full ownership from the Tunisian people, what kind of measures it is useful for Tunisians that we do together. From our side, that is it. We put on the table all we can do, not only on security, but as I said, we will have some concrete proposals today also on economic support, something that is very important for Tunisia. But the starting point is discussing together with the Tunisian authorities, what is best to do together. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Buongiorno. Un attimo per dirci qualcosa in italiano sul piano dell'immigrazione, che punto siamo.
Questo oggi è nelle mani dei ministri dell'interno e ministri degli esteri. Oggi discuteremo della Libia con l'inviato speciale delle Nazioni Unite Bernardino Leon, del sostegno all'inizio di processo di formazione di un governo di unità nazionale in Libia. Questo è il nostro contributo anche a risolvere il tema dell'immigrazione. Oggi avremo il primo ministro tunisino con noi per discutere di sostegno a quel paese dal punto di vista economico, dal punto di vista della sicurezza, e ovviamente parleremo anche dell'accordo iraniano e del processo di pace in Medio Oriente. Per quanto riguarda l'immigrazione, come sapete bene, la questione della ridistribuzione, del resettlement e relocation oggi è sul tavolo non dei ministri degli esteri ma dei ministri degli interni, che ne hanno competenza. Io posso dire, per quello che riguarda la nostra azione esterna come politica estera dell'Unione Europea, noi abbiamo messo in moto tutto ciò che poteva essere fatto. Stiamo lavorando con i paesi partner nella sponda sud del Mediterraneo, in Africa. Questo è un processo ben avviato e, come sapete, l'operazione nel Mediterraneo è partita già un mese fa e sta arrivando al suo dispiegamento massimo dal punto di vista operativo. Ora sta agli Stati membri, sulla loro responsabilità interna dell'accoglienza, della solidarietà, della condivisione dell'accoglienza e della solidarietà, essere coerenti con quelle scelte che i capi di Stato e di Governo hanno fatto, quelle cioè di non soltanto avere una politica estera rivolta alla gestione dell'immigrazione, ma anche una politica interna rivolta alla solidarietà e alla condivisione dell'accoglienza. Mi aspetto che i ministri dell'interno oggi facciano delle scelte coerenti e conseguenti con quello che tutti insieme abbiamo deciso e che tutti quanti hanno chiesto all'Europa, di essere unita. Lo siamo sul versante esterno, è bene che lo siamo anche sul versante interno. Grazie.
Madam Mogherini, on Bosnia, unfortunately only bad news are coming from that direction.
No, sometimes from Bosnia we have good news, and we hope that it will be possible to go back to that again. This is not officially today on the agenda, but I hope that the process can move forward, the reform agenda can move forward. This is the priority for the Bosnian people, and this requires unity from the Bosnian authorities, all of them, and I hope all of them can show responsibility towards their people in these difficult days. Thank you. Bye.
Federica.
How are you?
Hello.
It's great to see you.
Let me introduce you with our new
My name is
Estonian
Marina.
colleague.
Very nice to meet you. Such a pleasure to meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
I've heard all the things about you.